Hey, what's up, everyone? Blitzball Champ, Black back here with a brand new video. Whew, I really wanted to take a moment to just kind of talk about what's been going on in the pro wrestling world. There's quite a lot of chaos. I mean, between a lot of sexual assault accusations to folks being infected with the exo crisis. Um, there's been a lot that's been going on. So I just wanted to take a moment to just sort of kind of reflect on everything that's been going on in the pro wrestling world. So a lot of talents are being affected and being called out, with many folks speaking out against them for past or current sexual assault or misconduct allegations, and the list, it just seems like it kept piling on. And after you know one or two allegations came into the light, more and more followed suit. That just so many names were mentioned and are potentially released or going to be released. And it's been bad. It's been really bad. From names like uh, Ligero, names like Travis Banks, um, Jack Gallagher. I mean, just so many talents affected. I mean, Sammy Guevara. I mean, he's suspended. Um, let's see. I think Jimmy Havoc. He's going to be in rehab. Um, there's just so much is going on. I mean, Chikara. Chikara, a pro wrestling promotion that I've been a big fan of, that I've gone to a handful of shows, that's getting ready to get shut down. That's in the process of being shut down after Mike Quackenbush uh, pretty much made a statement, released a video making the statement as far as the allegations, and just that Chikara will be shutting down. So just it's been crazy. It's been really crazy. Um, NXT UK, it's looking like that's going to be getting shut down as well. And that's a ton of talents on NXT UK. And it sucks. It's really bad. And NXT UK was really something special, and now that's going to be coming to an end, and it's hard to believe, but I'm hoping that all of the talent that's affected will be able to get new contracts ASAP. Like, I don't know if WWE is going to consider shifting some of the talent to the regular NXT, maybe combine it, or kind of just, maybe spread some out, maybe have some call ups on Raw or SmackDown, or I don't know. I mean, that's a plethora of talent. So, I mean, do I imagine that they're going to be able to keep everybody? Probably not. But I'm hoping that the talent will be able to find work elsewhere. But it's crazy. Like, I actually enjoyed NXT UK, and it's with all the allegations that came forth. Just, I mean, this is what it leads to. So I mean, whether all of them are true, or some of them are true, like, I don't know. There's still a lot that's going on, but it's really unfortunate that it came down to this. Same thing with Chikara as well. Um, and then we got other folks that's being released. Tessa Blanchard no longer is going to be with Impact Wrestling after the whole no show situation with her being in Mexico. And supposedly, word is that her contract expired and they couldn't come to an agreement. on a new contract. So it'll be interesting to see where Tessa Blanchard goes. And of course, she's been stripped of the Impact Wrestling World title. Um, it'll be really interesting to see where she ends up, because I remember Pajama Party season 2 of Stardom, back during her time with Stardom, which she did this Pajama Party season 2 with Tony Storm and Kaylee Ray. She had mentioned that she had always wanted to work for WWE and someday main event a WrestleMania, or at least perform on WrestleMania. So she had a short stint uh, with WWE and NXT. I know she's had like maybe one or two matches in NXT, and then of course she competed in the first ever Mae Young Classic. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Tessa. I mean, could she possibly go to AEW? Will WWE give her a shot? Like, it'll be interesting to see where she lands. Um, and then you have the EXO crisis that's going on. There have been reports that a number of trainers and staff and even some of the talent has been affected with the EXO crisis. I know that an official list hasn't been released, but apparently Renee Young and Kayla Braxton have spoken out that they've been infected. And of course, Renee Young is the wife of John Moxley, who's in AEW. Which I don't know if there was an official word that he contracted the EXO crisis, but yeah, supposedly with Fighter Fest coming up in just a couple of days, I mean, that main event with Brian Cage may be in trouble. It may have to get changed up or scrapped. Because John Moxley is the current AEW World Champion. So, you got that going on, and then just like I said, whatever the unannounced staff and talent that's been infected. I mean, there's no telling currently who that is. So, I mean, with everything that's been going on, I know a couple of the promotions have sort of temporarily shut down, like ROH, I believe NWA. New Japan Pro Wrestling and Stardom were shut down for a while, but they just started back up. Of course, Stardom just started back up, and New Japan Pro Wrestling started back up with their New Japan Cup. So, I mean, I don't know. Could you potentially see WWE, shut things down for a while if things get worse or cases continue to increase? I mean, same thing with AEW. I mean, lately AEW had a big drop off in ratings. So, I mean, I know that they're doing the best they can with AEW Dark and Dynamite, and they had a great pay per view in Double or Nothing. But I mean, with everything that's going on, I mean, is pro wrestling in trouble of being shut down for like an extended period of time? Just with the EXO crisis and the different allegations that have come into the light. I mean, it's not looking good. It's not really looking good. So I mean, it remains to be seen what happens going forward. But it's just a lot of chaos going on in the pro wrestling world. I know Stardom, was hit pretty big after the passing of Hana Kimura. So with the whole cyberbullying, and then recently Arisa Hoshiki was being cyberbullied as well. So just a lot of craziness going on. But hopefully with New Japan Pro Wrestling and Stardom starting back up, hopefully they'll find their groove again and get back to the mix of things. And I believe with New Japan Pro Wrestling, Dominion in July, which is supposed to have the finals of the New Japan Cup. Apparently, that show is supposed to be opening the fans back into the arenas. So we'll see how that goes. You know, they've been taking the precautions and the safety measures, you know, to prep for that. But I mean, if anything, I just really hope that, you know, things kind of settle down. But there's no telling, you know, when that's going to happen. You know, just with all the allegations, the cases coming up, you know, it's looking like chaos currently for the pro wrestling world. So, oh, Velveteen Dream, I forgot to mention him. You know, a lot of folks are saying that he may not be around for much longer. Um, so just it's bad because you know Velveteen Dream was a top star, former North American champion on NXT. Um, shoot, WWE just recently they're ending WWE Backstage on Fox and FS1. So you know that wasn't doing too well. I mean, I thought it was some of it was kind of interesting, but apparently that wasn't doing too well. And if you ask me, I I feel like Fox is really you know gonna end up lashing out at the WWE because like you know, with ratings and everything. I mean, ultimately, I don't think SmackDown has really been that good. I mean, you know, they've had a few hit or miss sort of segments, but I don't know. I feel like Fox may end up pulling the plug sooner than later. You know, I might be wrong, but just, you know, with them canceling backstage and with, you know, a lot of frustrations being vented, especially with the, you know, the live, you know, lack of, you know, live showings instead of like pre-taped episodes. It's just it's been crazy. It's been really crazy. So um, that's pretty much all that I have. What are your thoughts on everything that's been going on? You know, do you feel all the allegations are true? Do you feel like some are true, some are false? Oh, totally forgot to mention Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle was another one as well, and you know he was just recently on SmackDown. You know, had the victory over AJ Styles. So I mean, some say that you know those allegations were denied, and you know evidence maybe you know closed that out, but we don't know. We don't know. Um, but yeah, what do y'all think? What do y'all think that's going to happen just with each of these promotions, you know, within the next few months or so? I mean, you know, in about another month or two, WWE is going to have like one of their big four pay per views in SummerSlam, which there's no telling if you know it'll even happen on time. There were rumors that it may get delayed into to the fall, maybe early September or October. I mean, who knows? Like I said, just with everything that's been going on, AEW Fighter Fest, you know, try to figure out, you know, it's going to be a two day event, and of course, you know, with John Moxley potentially not being able to compete, which I mean, we'll see what happens. You know, that could really be a big negative for this pay per view. So, like I said, what are y'all's thoughts? What do y'all think? Um, and just like I said, post your comments. Would love to hear from each of you. And that's pretty much all I have. Thank y'all so much for watching. Take care. Have a blessed week. Peace.